Hey guys, thanks for stopping to the channel. I'm sure that you guys are gonna be excited by the title on the thumbnail. And yes, it's that time. It's that video, the video you all been waiting for and been asking. And I've been trying to figure out how I was gonna do this video and um, how I was gonna share it with you guys and what kit I was gonna trash in front of you guys' audience, in front of you, in front of you, in front of your eyes. Um, First of all, I got the this technique from somebody else, so I'm not taking credit for it. I am subscribed to this YouTuber by the name of Tim Halsey. Um, so that's his YouTube name. I got uh, this technique from him, and he got it from somebody else. So if you guys don't know who Tim is, go over to his channel, tell him I sent you guys, and subscribe, and if you haven't, and yeah, and let's go on with the tutorial. So I've been thinking of how I'm going to be doing my the tutorials and the how-to. So my series is going to be the title is going to be on how do I do, and then a pause, and then I will do let's say for this episode it's how do I do Rust. So this is today, how do we do Rust. So I'm going to show you guys how to do Rust. Then later on, as I see something else that I might see that it might be of some interest to you guys, and if you guys comment, and if I see enough people asking how do I do certain things, then I will do another segment or another episode on how do I do I don't know, how do I do my license plates. I will show you guys how do I do my license plates, how do I do the Mexican blanket. There's a lot of people doing Mexican blankets on YouTube, so I don't think that should be another video for me to just add on to the pile. How do I do my dioramas? As you guys know, I do dioramas with action figures, Gundams, and robots and stuff like that. I could show you guys how to do that, but as the time goes by, then I'll show you guys the other tutorials. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do this style of weathering, and it's all the same. It's the same technique. It's all based on how much of color do you add to it. This is the same process as this and as this. The only difference is this was black washed all the way around, because Rust, it doesn't have a pattern. It's never the same. I think I mentioned before, it depends on where you live. Some of them might be light rust, some of them might have a little bit of orange rust to it. Other ones are just, you know, a lighter, more yellowish. It depends on how do you want to do your rust. So my victim today, we're gonna rust this one. This is part of my junk pile, so I think it's 32 Vicky for the ones that know your models. I mentioned before that a friend of mine was cleaning his garage, and he gave me a box full of models, and after I took inventory, it's about 32 kits. So I built a few already. There were a few in the box. Some of them were missing tires, some of them the glass, and so this is one of the ones that is just the body. So I went ahead and I did the inside, because it's just, I don't want this video to take too long. So then I got a Dremel and did Dremel the inside so it could look the way it looks now. And I am going to do a diorama out of this one. So we're gonna start off with the kit, and then once with the car. Once we're done with the car, then I'll move on. I'll do another one. It'll be part 2, which will be the diorama, and I'll show you guys how I do the diorama and all that stuff. So let me go ahead and glue this, because we're gonna glue this body or the top into it, just make it easier for when we do our. And again, there is no right or wrong. There is no this is the right way to do it. No, I got this from Tim, and I think his video was done 4 or 5 years ago, and ever since then I've been doing this technique. I used to do the salt method, and it was fun at one time, but then again, just I don't know, just I kind of like this better. At least for me, it works better, and it's not stressful. I mean, like I said, there's no right or wrong, and because the paints are acrylic, you can, if it doesn't come out the way you want to, just wash it off and start all over. So it's not a big deal. So we'll let this set, and here you get your palette, and here's the first one. Okay, marigold. So just pour a little bit. Okay. And your second one will be burnt sienna. And your third one will be burnt umber. Okay, so and I have them marked. I mean, you can't really see that one, but here there you go. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then your sponges. This is your old sponge, the ones when you paint your houses at Home Depot or whatever. Yeah, so I cut it in half and kind of rip some of it off, or you could go to the store and like Target, and you know how your wife uses those makeup sponges. So this is half of it, so I cut it in half, and I've been using that, and then this, and I have a big bag of this one, so if it runs out, no worry. It's not. I think it's $2 for the bag, and I had this same one for 4 years. So I've been using the same one for 4 years. So does this one. So then I'm already on 8 minutes, so I gotta hurry up. So you grab this. So what I do is I start from the center and work my way out, because the center of any part, it's what gets hit the most. And then you pretty much cover the whole thing, and then you just dab it, and it's gonna look like it's got orange peel, and that's what you want. You want that orange peel look, because when it dries, it almost settles, and once it settles, then it gives it that rust texture, and that's what you want. You want the rust texture to look as real as possible. I mean, if it doesn't come out how you want it, again, you could always wash it off and start all over until you get the look that you want. And then to seal it, you could use flat clear, and what I do is I do it the length of my arm and just sprayed it, put it as far as you can, so you're gonna mist your clear coat over it, just because you don't want the clear to just run down, because if it runs down, then it takes away the rust look. So I'll leave that like that, just so that I can just hold it. Man, I think the time will go fly that quick. So then you go to the next one, which is what's the next one? Burnt sienna. Same thing. Start from the middle, work your way out. And it's gonna look that it's not looking like rust, but you just gotta let it sit. And then here's your burnt amber. And burnt amber, you don't need a lot. You just need to just do your highlights per se, and you could go as heavy or light, however you want. There's, like I said, there's no right or wrong. It's all on how detail you want that rust. You want something light, and just do something light, or if you want to go heavy, then go really heavy on certain color. And like I said, it depends on where you live. If the yellow shows more, then you do that. You do more yellow. Or if it's burnt sienna, which is kind of like a brown. See how this looks a certain color, and right here looks darker. So it's all on whatever color, and you can tell the inside it's a different color. It really helps the light. It really helps. And then right here you could just do kind of slow and a little darker. And then those when you go to your craft store, those things are $1 each, and that goes a long ways. Like I said, I have all these paints and the sponges ever since Tim did that video, and I'm going on 4 years with those same bottles. And all the rust kits that I've done, it's all from the same 3 bottles that I have. So it goes a long way. I mean, I'm trying to save money on everything I do, because I know the hobby could get pretty expensive sometimes. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. You guys see how that looks? It's gonna look shiny because the paint's still wet. And if you think it's a little too dark, let's say it's too dark, or want it too dark, then come back to the first paint and start all over and lighten it up a little bit. And see, that just gave it a whole new look. And then just do your burnt sienna, and that just looks like it's been sitting for a while. Let's see. There you go. And you can see the texture. And then once it dries, let it look like that. And then once everything dries, then do your clear. Again, if let's say, but when it dries, it's not how you like it, wash it off, start all over, and go from there. It's not it's nothing to be stressful. So there you go. That's how you do the rust on plastic. Hopefully this was pretty helpful. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys do the technique. If you guys do, I want to see how you guys did it, because it's just so cool. And if you guys have any ideas to add on more to this stuff, then put it out there, share it. I'm open to improve my rust. But yeah, for the most part, that's all I do. There's nothing crazy. So all right, till next time, happy modeling.